I'm happy to be your lucky mascot. Now you've just released a really interesting white
Yeah.
paper that goes into a lot of detail about this whole concept of community powered hiring. Got a few questions on it, but just go into a bit more detail for us to start with. The people who might not be 100% sort of familiar with this idea, what is it? How does it work? What kind of results do people get?
Yeah. So to give you a little bit background on kind of where Collabor came from, I actually spent most of my career as a journalist. So was Katie Couric's producer for many years at Yahoo News, was on air at Channel 11 in New York, WPIX TV, the CW affiliate. I worked at Amazon Studios doing product and News Corp doing partnership. And every one of those jobs I never got through applying cold online. I never got through a recruiter reaching out to me via LinkedIn or email. It was always through digital communities I was a part of. Really, my network was my net worth, right? That Katie Couric job was for a Google listserv for female journalists. That Channel 11 job was a Facebook group for people in production. That Amazon Studio job I got through a Slack community through Columbia Business School. And so really the idea, I use that example to kind of illustrate that there is this hidden job market of
Mm.
where candidates like myself are spending time and hanging out. Only 40% of candidates are actively seeking jobs. So if you're advertising on job boards or on places where, traditionally recruitment marketing advertising budget has gone towards, you're not reaching the vast majority of really qualified professionals that again are passive candidates, right? They're actively employed. They tend to be more targeted candidate profiles because a lot of these communities are based either on like an industry, so maybe it's a healthcare community or a tech community or a function, so maybe it's HR or legal. And often a lot of these communities also are more diverse. It's where
Mm.
professionals are trying to find safe spaces where they can talk to people like them, asking about salary transparency, company culture, etc. And so really the idea for community powered hiring is, let's shift that, especially since the pandemic, with all these communities that have really grown over the past 5 years. Let's bring employer brands to those watering holes. Let's get that in front of these right candidates. It's really not about spraying and praying, but it's about posting with purpose, getting those jobs in front of that highly qualified folks. And so, really, as you alluded to, we published a white paper educating the market that, hey, you might not know that there are 700,000 plus professional Slack communities.